Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, good morning. I'm Candace. Welcome back.
It's Friday morning, and we weren't planning on going to garage sales, but then Candace woke me up at like 6:48, approximately 6:48. No, I looked at my phone when you woke me up.
He was like, "Why are you waking me up? What's going on? Where am I?"
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was like, I guess we're going to garage. I guess you changed your mind.
Well, last night when I went to bed, there was only two. And they were like, one of them was 30 minutes away, then the other one was another 30 minutes away, like opposite directions. I'm like, we're not doing that.
You know, the longer you're on YouTube, the more you talk with your hands, I've noticed. Like when I was editing that video yesterday, her hands were all over the place. And then first thing this morning, whoosh, whoosh. When Candace is talking, you better stay back a little bit. Give her a little room.
What is this wingspan?
It's probably about 5.5 feet or so. I don't know.
So yeah, so when I went last night, there was only two sales I could find. I'm like, we're not doing that. And then I got up this morning, I just looked on Facebook real quick, and I saw 3 more. So I'm like, okay. And they were like the other 3 were here in our area. So I'm like, we're gonna go out. Now one of them I didn't realize didn't start till 10 o'clock. So
anyway, long story short, we went out for about 2 hours, and we bought one thing.
Not like one thing. We bought.
No, we bought precisely one thing.
Yeah.
We'll show you that in just a bit. So I mean, actually, the one thing is probably.
It's a good thing.
It's probably worth enough to make going out worthwhile. But if we wouldn't have bought that, it would have been a complete bust.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have, I think, like 10 orders going out today. Some pretty good ones. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get that pulled. You about to start working on that?
No, I'm just getting it ready. So when you're done with the bench, I can go ahead and
okay.
I have that, and then the stable, and then that mug and plate.
Oh, right.
I forgot about that. It was underneath. So we get those 3 things listed, and then that'll kind of clear this area somewhat for us.
Oh, that'd be beautiful if we got that cleared.
To do the t-shirts.
Right on.
And then maybe finally we can get down some of those other big sets that we keep saying we're going to do every day, and we just don't have time. Or well, I'm lying.
We've been lazy.
Yesterday, I feel like it. I listed Walmart pens like all day.
And I listed, and Candace, yesterday we were not into it. So Candace listed Walmart pens all day, and I listed video games, and we were just chilling, and that was okay.
I made a big dent in the Walmart pens.
Yeah, you did.
I'll show you what
we listed a total of 43 things, mostly Candace.
I mean, I have
yesterday.
These I haven't gone through yet, and then the ones that only worth like $4 or $5, less than 10, I'm throwing in this bag to make lots.
Yeah.
So and I may go back through because I kind of changed my strategy because we have so many rare ones that they've never been on eBay. They're not on WorthPoint. They're not active. So yeah, some of them I'm probably going to go back and list individually.
Yeah, so, I would. Why not? We're already in this deep.
Yeah, like your specific store ones. Yeah, I'm not going to find that because those are so.
Right.
They might have only given out 20 in that store.
And it doesn't make sense to put one in a lot because like not anybody could use that.
Yeah.
But you know what is interesting though? Candace has been tracking those listings. She's listed $1,848 worth of pens so far. Now, is that going to really mean?
I told him yesterday. I'm like, it'll probably take us at least 5 years to get to get that money. But hey, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And probably before that point, we may end up pulling them down. And lots.
I don't think so because something like it's so small. Why would we?
I guess.
We'll have plenty of other stuff to screw with. So that'll probably be. Sell 1 or 2 a week for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, we're probably gonna be like in our grave, and they'll still be in our store.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Molly will be selling.
I hate talking about stuff like that.
Molly will be selling those for.
Molly's like, well, here's my inheritance.
All right, let's pull some orders. That is very dark. Okay, first thing is actually, right before we pulled in, not too long before we pulled in, we heard a song by this artist right here. Howard Jones. He was on, we listened to channel 33 on XM radio. First Wave. Howard Jones, Dream into Action. That record sold for $13.99 plus ship. And speaking of Mr. Christmas, we sold some skaters.
That's the last set.
Over here, 69. You sure?
Yeah, we sold.
No, it's these guys right here, I think.
We sold skaters, and snowboarders. I listed 3 and they all 3 sold.
Well, no, there's some more right here.
No, that's not skaters.
Okay.
That's like.
But okay.
They're just little figures that go on that magic thing. That Main Street Magic. I have a bunch of figures from there listed.
So we've sold like $90 worth of these little people now.
Yeah, the magnetic skater movable parts. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've sold like $90 worth of these now. And then we've sold a power supply from that stuff. So we've sold about $100 worth of that stuff now. Those guys sold for $30 plus ship. On 10 Charlie, we sold a video game. This one right here. Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction for PS2. This is a pretty decent one. It sold for $18.99 plus shipping on top. And 6 Delta, we sold a Fontanini. This one right here, Sarah, loose Fontanini with no box. This sold for $14.99 plus ship.
That was the one that was inside this building here.
Yeah, it was inside one of these buildings. I don't think they even knew it was in there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even damaged or anything. No. For Charlie. I remember buying these. We paid $5 for these Margaritaville glasses at a garage sale. And I had to put them on sale. We've had them up for sale for quite a while. $22.94 plus shipping on top for those. Highball glasses is what they're called. Then I actually just pulled these yesterday, and then I put them back. Buyer had a new eBay account. These golf balls. Buyer had a new eBay account, and whenever I went to ship the order, eBay said there was an issue with the address, which they were right. It had the street name, but it didn't have the street number. So I canceled the order, messaged the buyer, told them, hey, if you want to fix your address and then repurchase, I did relist them. So later on that night, they did repurchase them, and they do have the street number now. Again, if eBay knew the address was bad when they showed it to me, then they should have stopped the buyer before they ever bought them and got them to put in the right address. And over here, it's been a little while since we pulled any of these, but we did get an order where we sold two lots of 10 of these large Crown Royal bags. Each lot sold for $13.99 a piece, I think. So I think we have like somewhere around 30 of those left. Then we did sell another record. This one's going to be further back because this is from the buy we made a couple months ago. It's going to be back here somewhere. It is Clark Kent, which I'd never heard of before. Honestly, this record cover is weird because I'm trying to remember who Clark Kent. Trying to remember who this artist. He's in a band, like a pretty famous band, I think. I can't remember who it was though. But this record is weird because look, it says KKK there with Clark Kent. I don't know if there's some meaning behind that or what. But you know, that sold for $39.99 plus shipping on top. Then for Bravo, I guess I could go to the other side. For Bravo, we sold some books. Although I didn't see them. Oh, it's on 5 Bravo actually. It's these. We had Candace made up 2 separate lots of these Clovis crawfish books. These are the newer ones here that all have the dust covers on them. And then we had like the vintage ones here. These are from like the 70s and maybe early 80s, and these are from the 90s, I think. But we sold the ones from the 90s for $39.99 plus shipping on top. And yeah, these will go media rate, and they won't be too expensive to ship. They are kind of heavy. We paid for those, we paid $1 a piece. So 5, how many is that? Is that 10? So we have $10 into those. Well, I do have something large that's going to go up, so I got everything packed right here. And I am out of 12 8 boxes. That's why I'm using those a little bit. Well, this was going to be used anyway, but this one wasn't. So I'm costing myself a little money there by not being prepared. Did order, I think like 2 or 3 days ago, I ordered 100 more of them. But I was going to show y'all a big UPS thing, but then we had another good order come in that I want to go ahead and get out today. And it's for a couple of these fruit stripe zebras. Fruit stripe gum zebras that we just bought this past weekend. We sold both of them on one order. So 1 Bravo and 2 Charlie are where they're at. 2 Charlie, here we go. Candace, is that all of the zebras? Or did we have 3?
There's one more new one, like, still in the bag.
Okay, gotcha. So these 2 guys sold for $84.98 plus shipping on top. And we got one more thing. This is, I already put the packages out for USPS. And then we have this guy, which I've had for a long time. I think what happened, there, just got it. I think what happened with this is I listed it 3 years ago or so, and took forever. Somebody finally bought it, or they bought it. They didn't pay, and they ended up having to cancel it. And I think it was just one of those that I didn't relist. And then the last time we did inventory, Candace found that it was not listed. Which, you know what else, Candace? I don't think this train set is listed, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay, we need to get that listed too. Maybe I'll do that in a little bit. But yeah, this stomper thing finally sold. It's not complete, as it says in the title. It's just parts and then this bad box. But yeah, that stuff is pretty valuable though, especially if you can find these little trucks. I remember when I was a kid. Candace, did your brother play with little trucks like that when he was a kid, or do you remember?
No, I remember him having a racetrack, like the slot car type, but not that.
See, I never even heard of these.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, these little stompers, which is weird, but what I did play with though, almost exactly the same thing. They were called Rough Riders, and they were awesome. Like, I think and I bet they were on the same scale as these. We'd set little things up for them, and then we'd start them, and they climb over stuff and whatnot. They were really, really fun. That was like one of my favorite toys when I was a kid. I had a bunch of those little Rough Riders. But anyway, this thing sold for $59.99 plus shipping on top, and I'm probably just going to take one of those medium boxes and reshape it, resize it, whatever, to fit this box. So I'm going to get Candace to help me repack this. These are actually bigger than the she took this out. There is like a chassis of a truck in there.
Yeah.
These are bigger than the old Rough Riders were. The Rough Riders were a little smaller than these. But look, it only uses one AA battery. Made in Hong Kong. Trying to get all this stuff back in this box.
Yeah, I don't know how they originally had it packed, but
I don't either.
It's like a puzzle, but a puzzle that don't have a good
solution.
Yeah.
I know. So, but while I was packing that thing, it's out in the truck. We're gonna bring it to UPS store in a bit. But we had 2 more things come in, and I do want to go ahead and get those out today too. Try and get, like this time of year, try and get everything out, clear the deck. And look, check this out. This is one of the things this sold right here. You can see where it says Cube High right there. I was like, what? Who wrote that? I'm like, oh, Candace must have wrote that. It's actually, it's this one right here. This Leora.
I couldn't even begin to reach that.
Oh, I know you couldn't. Which and second of all, you don't even call it the Cube.
I don't even put anything up there anymore.
You,
We just have other spaces. Wow.
when you did, you would call it 6A.
6A. I tried to get him into 6A.
And I refuse.
He kept calling it the Cube.
I just will not call it anything other than Cube.
So he said, why did you call it that?
Why, well, it said Cube High.
And what did you say?
And I never write that.
Apparently you do.
I guess I do. I don't remember putting that. And it wasn't even that long ago.
And I told him, I said, I can tell you listed that. That's not my picture.
She and then she said, "Oh, I didn't take that photo." She looked like she looked at it like she was looking at somebody's dog laid a turd on a sidewalk, and she's like, "Yeah."
That's not what I meant. When I do the Fontanini.
The what? How you say? Say again?
Fontanini.
There you go.
Look, let me enlarge it so I can show you what I was talking about. I didn't mean it was a bad picture.
I know.
You can't even tell from there.
I just thought it was funny.
What's the problem? So, let me go up here.
There you go.
So, whenever I take these, this character would be standing like about right here.
Uh-huh.
And this would either be propped up or it'd be laying like right here. It's all about composition. You gotta have everything like center focused. Yours is like...
So she's not making fun of my pictures, but when she talks about them, she's all... It sounds like that dog I was just talking about. All right, anyway, that Fontanini just sold for $14.99 plus shipping on top. All right, now I feel all self-conscious about my photos. I didn't know how Candace felt. Okay, so let me ask you this.
It's not a bad photo, it's just not how I like to do it.
Yeah. But let me ask you this. Who takes better photos out of me and you? Product photos that we put on eBay. Who does the better photos?
Me?
Okay. I agree. I just want to know if you would say it or not.
What, you think I'm gonna lie?
I need to okay, that's it. I'm gonna step my game up, y'all. Because this can't stand.
We're gonna have a photography competition.
We're gonna have a shoot off.
Shoot out?
A shoot off, shoot out, whatever. Shoot off. Okay, anyways, just pulled, might need this now too, this pocket shrine.
We're going to take 5 items, and we're each going to take a photo of them.
And then we'll do a blind test with the viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll do the same. We're going to do it, you want to do it today? We'll do it today.
Okay.
We'll just have to pick out 5 items. It'll just be things that I guess are already listed or whatever. Mm-hmm. It'll be a range of things, and then we'll see who does the best. And we'll ask y'all to pick. And then whoever wins has to take all the photos. Anyway, this pocket shrine sold for $18.74 plus shipping on top.
Do you really try to get fancy? Do it like you would normally do it.
What do you mean? Wait, no. You can't tell me to do crappier. Like, no, Lonnie, you have to do it. You have to do it your crappy way.
Just do it your norm.
Well, Candace, I agree. You take better photos than me.
Well, then why are we even having a shootout?
Because I can take a shoot off. I can take better photos than you. I just choose not to.
Oh.
But if we're having a contest,
no, that then it doesn't count.
Oh man, never mind. Okay, she does take better photos than me, but I could do better if I wanted to. If I tried,
he's a lot faster.
Yeah, I'm like pop, pop, pop.
Faster's not always good.
And this is the part of the video where we turn the lights out. Oh. Where we turn the lights out. Look at that. Would you just look at it?
Just look at that.
You know what that's from? Just look at it. Wait, you need to step a little closer this way.
Can you see me?
And now we can see you. There we go. You know
just look at that.
Just look at it.
I'm trying to remember.
Would you just look at it?
Christmas National Lampoon.
No, it's from Ed Bassmaster.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that.
Oh yeah, he's the best. If you don't know that, I need to show you that.
I don't know that.
He's the best thing on YouTube.
I need to just look at that.
Would you just look at it? You'll understand.
So here's our stable with the light that I ordered off Amazon.
Looks good.
And I decided the palm trees have like some damage, and we tried to paint and we didn't have the right color. But yeah, but I'm just gonna throw them in.
I think it looks great with the palm trees.
Yeah, I mean when they're displayed, if you have them turned the right way, you can't even see the damage.
Yeah.
So there we go. I'm thinking I would set 100, but one problem, our boxes don't have the styrofoam inserts.
Mm-hmm.
Why somebody would throw that away?
You have glitter on you right there. Oh, was that on purpose?
No. That mug and plate set had glitter in it. Yeah, so that takes down some of the value because people want the styrofoam.
Yeah, I get that. I want the styrofoam when we ship it.
What's the purpose of having a box without the styrofoam?
None.
I'm thinking probably around $70 to $80.
Go 80 because we got to ship this thing.
Yeah, I know. And I had a little manger that's on my desk that I just listed. I was gonna throw in, and I'm like, well, let me look. Well, the reason I looked it up, it's got this little wooden thing here, and Lonnie's like, that looks like somebody had that on. I think it's supposed to be like a crude baby rattle.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because of the whole carpenter thing. He probably made it for him, you know, Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm like, let me look it up and see if that's supposed to be on there.
It is.
I looked it up. It is supposed to be on there, and this thing is worth $20. So I listed it by itself.
Yeah, why throw something in for $20?
Right.
Right. Makes sense. Okay,
But
cool.
yeah. So this is the last Fontanini getting listed. I already listed the pottery shop for $60 and the cup and mug set for $30.
Okay.
And now
Good.
I'm about to list this.
But probably by the new year we'll have all the Christmas stuff up.
Yep, and let's show them this while we have it out.
Oh yeah, okay.
This thing, remember I had to glue this together up here, and I got glue all over
Yeah,
the
and
place.
you weren't expecting it to be very strong, but it's just as strong as the material.
Man, let me tell you, we use Gorilla brand super glue, and that stuff is good.
You use super glue or you use the other glue?
It's Gorilla super glue. That jug down there.
This?
Yeah.
You call that a jug? Boy, check out the jug. It's not a jug. It's like a bottle.
Okay.
Gorilla glue. No, this is Gorilla glue.
Well, I mean, I call
It's
it
not super glue.
Gorilla.
Super glue is actually like has a chemical
Yeah, I don't like
formula.
Super glue is just so thin.
Oh, I don't like
It's
super
hard
glue.
to work with. This stuff is thicker.
And it gives you more time.
I usually put it on like one of our business cards or something. And I take a toothpick and apply it.
Yeah.
Unless I have a big area, then you can squirt it out. But the nozzle is so big that I usually use like a toothpick.
Mm-hmm.
And this stuff takes 24 hours to cure. So just glue it and don't touch it for 24 hours. And I mean, it's good. And it dries clear, as you can see.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not super glue.
Okay.
Like you may think it's a super glue, but it's not super glue.
It's a fantastic glue.
Right, there you go.
Okay, so back to this. So yeah, I glued that, and I did have faith because this has some weight to it.
But the glue is strong. It feels like when you press, I don't feel any weakness to it at all.
So this is it plugged in? No.
No, it's not plugged in.
Never mind.
You need your troubleshooting guide? Let's see, we got so much. Man, look at this. This looks like the Christmas vacation.
Where they're trying to get
Right.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
It's pretty neat, like little things move on it. Look, seeing us chopping, that door opens. This is why I needed that to be strong, because it's on a pulley.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, little train going,
Trapdoor guy.
little guy popping up. It's pretty cute.
He's doing something. He's
Yeah.
just kind of rocking back and forth.
And all the lights work. The fireplace is lit up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I was happy that held.
So now you just need to clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, like I don't.
A lot bit.
I
your
got
brushes?
some ash. Oh, it is missing a weather vane that goes up.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
No, like nothing, none of it. It was like 100% perfect.
It was actually somebody tried to glue it on and it was all like crushed down and stuff. So I just pulled it off and I'm gonna try to get these little pieces off.
Okay.
So they're just.
Okay, the thing that we bought one thing today, like we told y'all at the beginning of the video at garage sales, and after looking at it a little more, it really kind of sucks. You like it?
So far.
Yeah, it sucks because it's a vacuum. Get it?
You'll see what I have to put up with every single day. Just dad joke after dad joke.
No, but yeah, Candace actually spotted this. It's a rainbow.
Yeah, you walked right by it. It was sitting on the ground. I don't know how you didn't see it.
If it was a snake, it would have bit me.
You didn't follow my advice about looking down.
Yeah, it was too low. But that's why I bring you along.
So my
For the
little
low-
short self can see
You take care of the low work for me. Thank you.
the groundwork.
Yeah.
Anyway, what we got here?
A long day.
We have a rainbow vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, this is a rainbow vacuum cleaner and a rainbow SE. And
That's the sport edition.
yes, it's a sporty edition.
Look at this nice tortoise shell finish here.
It's
Is that
fast.
marble.
It's very fast. But yeah, it works fine. It does suck, which they always do. Like these motors must be like
They're
bulletproof.
workhorses, yeah.
Yeah, and your stuff goes in here when
Your water.
when you suck it up. Yeah, you put water in there, and then it filters it through the water. But whatever. I'm not trying to sell. I'm not a rainbow salesman. I guess I am.
You kind of are.
Yeah.
You've sold plenty.
All right. But these are the vacuums that people would spend a couple grand on or something. They might be even more than that now. This is an older model. If you can find the newer models at a good price, I don't know why you would find them at a good price, because somebody paid a lot of money for them. Some of the more recent models can go for well over $1,000 used, if you could find one like that. But yeah, we picked this up for $20 at a garage sale. This, as you can see, it works. It has this attachment, and that's it, except for this floor attachment here.
Yeah.
And it also has, these usually come with power heads for like carpet, and then that is the power head hose.
Pew pew.
Candace said, "Do I look like Princess Leia?"
It's like a blaster.
It does, actually.
Yeah, this hose definitely was bought aftermarket. It's a different color.
I don't know if it was. Well, I mean, it's not an aftermarket hose. It's
Not
a rainbow.
aftermarket. I mean, like, didn't come with this unit.
It may have. I don't know.
Why would they do different colors?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
But this hose does have the it has the power that runs. I guess the power it's integrated into it, huh?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. And so, but we don't have the actual power head itself. But you could sell just these. People are getting $40 to $50 for just those.
Just this hose here.
So we can sell that all by itself.
Yeah.
For probably like $45, and then this part here. Looking at recent comps, probably about 150.
Did you tell them what you paid?
Yeah, we paid 20. Yeah, I couldn't, but which I was surprised, because the prices of the sale, they weren't really that cheap.
No.
I thought she's going to say $100 or something, because I thought she's going to, I paid like $2,000 for that, or $2,500 or whatever, 20 years ago. Yeah, right. Or 30 years ago or whatever. I thought it was going to go that route, but no, she's like $20. I'm like, okay, we'll take it. I'm going to look around a little more, and everything was cool, and we took it. But we went to another sale where they had a bunch of like Miss Me jeans on a table. Candace got mad at the sale.
The bling. I didn't get mad. I thought it was funny. The blinged out jeans.
Oh, the bling butt.
Yeah, bling butt jeans. They were all in, like, they looked brand new.
Yeah,
much.
they were.
They were sitting on a table. There was probably about 6 pair or so.
Yeah.
No prices anywhere. So I go over there, and they were a small size too. They would be like preteen or teenager size. They were like tiny. So I went and asked the lady. I said, "How much are you asking for the jeans?" She starts off, "Well, they're $100."
But she said, "Well, they're $100." And I said, "You want $100?" I knew she didn't, but I was just like playing into it. Oh, no.
And she goes, "No." I said, "Okay, well, how much are you asking?" She goes, $20. I said, "For all of them?"
Candace just started screwing with her too. 20 for all of them?
This poor lady.
That's a great deal. And then
She goes, "No, 20 a pair." I said, "Oh, okay, thank you. I'm not gonna get them." She goes, "Well, how much would you want to pay?" I said, "Maybe $5 a pair." She's like, "Oh no." I said, "Okay, thank you. Good luck." And I walked home.
Candace never says that kind of stuff. Oh well.
It irritates me when they start off. You know how much they are new.
Right. The how much it was new applies to every single thing you buy at a garage sale.
This was a garage sale. We happened to drive by. She did not advertise, and it was down this country highway, like 3 miles off the highway. We followed this sign down 3 roads. There was nobody was coming to her sale.
Right.
She wasn't. I mean, we were there probably 10, 15 minutes, and no one else showed up. If
Right.
that kind of tells you what's going on there. So yeah, she's gonna have those jeans for the rest of her life.
That's why you said when we were about to leave, Candace said they're gonna bury you in with those jeans, lady.
No, I did not.
She didn't say that. I'm just joking.
I mean,
I thought it was funny.
I wasn't heartbroken because I really don't like listing jeans.
I don't either. But
it's hard taking the pictures of them.
nah, those would have been easy because they're smaller.
Maybe so.
They're easier. But Candace was still like, as soon as the lady said they're $100 new, I had already just like in my head, I'd already just said, okay, next.
This sale is not going to happen.
Moving on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But Candace was like still talking to her, and I was like, oh man.
Oh well.
Cool story, bro.
Awkward. I think that's going to be it for us today, huh?
Yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we will see y'all again soon.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.